What's going on, everyone? Trucker Crespo here, former Stevens Transport driver. Now I'm at Prime. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Stevens Transport. My last video I mentioned I came from Stevens, and I've got a few people asking questions about it. But do I recommend Stevens? I don't. Everybody's financial situation is different. If you're a single, no kids, live at home, have no car payment, just maybe a cell phone bill, go to Stevens. The amount of money you're gonna make there will give you enough to pay your cell phone bill. Some people have more bills. Like when I went to Stevens, I pay a lot. My monthly bills are a lot. So the money I was making at Stevens was not covering it, even with my wife working. I am a Prime now, and my wife's not working. I'm covering all the bills and have extra money. That's all I'm gonna say about the money. But when you go to Stevens, you make $70 a week for 3 weeks until you get your license. Those $70, you're gonna pay them back. I don't know if you could live out of the house with $70. Can it be done? Yes. You're gonna be eating mac and cheese, ramen noodles, and all that kind of stuff, because you can't really afford to eat. Even if you want a 4 for $4, let's say you want a 4 for $4 for 7 days. It's $70 is just not enough. Not enough for a company that is selling to you that they're a great company. You know, they're telling you, come to Stevens, they're the #1 safety school in the world, whatever. For a great company, $70 doesn't cut it. When you come to Prime, you make $200. You make $200 a week your first 3 weeks. That gives you a little bit of money for you and a little bit of money to send home if you need to. You could eat fresh food at the Springfield terminal. You could get a cold sub to a prime rib or sirloin steak, whatever. They have all kinds of different food. So then once you get your license with Stevens, you make $450 a week. That's before taxes and before they take out money for you to pay back the $70 they lend you. So you know, you get that when you're with your trainer, and eventually you'll start making $550, I believe, with your trainer. Probably like the last couple of weeks you're with him. My student, he makes $700 a week once he's with me. Then once he gets, we gotta be together for 50,000 miles. Once we get to 40,000 miles, he gets $800 a week. And yes, people are gonna be like, oh, but you gotta pay him. It comes out of my check, but I don't feel like I pay him. He works for it. He drives, you know, he drives the same truck as I do, so he's earning his money. The least I can do is pay him. So that's the money while training. The training, it is longer at Prime. It's 50,000 miles. But honestly, I wish I could have stayed 50,000 miles with my trainer at Stevens, because I would have been more prepared. The first week I was out with Stevens, I realized I was not prepared to be solo. Stevens would teach you how to back, and Prime would teach you how to back just so you could get your CDL. You learn those 3 maneuvers, whatever it is: offset, parallel, and in Prime you gotta do alley dock. In Stevens you do a straight back, offset, and parallel. That's it. At Prime you could get a chance to do straight back, offset, parallel, or alley dock. So what was I going with that? Well, anyways,
being unprepared.
it's they'll teach you how to pass your CDL. Then your trainer got to teach you how to back into docks, because there's never the same spot. You never have the same space. You never have the same angles. You never have the same trucks next to you. Like, for example, I got this badass Peterbilt next to me, right? When I was starting, you think I wanted to park next to him? I was super nervous because I didn't want to scratch his truck. Not that I want to scratch anybody's truck, but when you have a truck that's really nice next to you, you're really careful. You get out and look like 7 times, even more, if you need to. I didn't know. I probably did 2 backing while I was with my trainer and Stevens. Yeah, I didn't get enough backing. You know, at the end they get a little chart and it says he backed 3 or 4 times a week. They boom, you sign it. The trainer's happy. Stevens thinks you backed all the time that they wanted you to back. And then once you're out on the road, they know you didn't learn how to back. All the people that keep backing into trucks at the truck stop, Stevens will send a message about all the accidents that were done every week, how we should be careful, blah 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 blah. So they know what's going on. They just don't care. We're just like a puppy mill. Is that what we call it? Just all these big companies. That's all we are. But Prime cares more for you. I'm in shock the difference between Prime and Stevens Transport. When you're at Stevens, you feel like that's a fucking badass place. You know, you walk into the place, there's trucks everywhere. They have a fairly new driver's lounge. I was there for the old one. And you're like, wow, it's driving lounge. Then you come to Prime and it feels like a campus. It feels like you're going to a trucking university. You know what I mean? They have a basketball court. They have gym. They have treadmills, weights, store that you could go and check clothes, sneakers, whatever you want. They have a spa. They have pool tables. They have a theater in the building. What else they have? They have outside, you could play frisbee golf, I think it's called. You throw it's frisbee golf. It's just, I have a friend that came from Stevens to Prime, and he told me, he's like, this feels like I'm walking into a trucking university. And that's what it really feels like. But anyways, if you want to go to Stevens because you live in Texas, it's down the street from your house, and you could go home and have some home cooked meals, your mama's there, you know, all that stuff, go for it. You know, what's the whole purpose of going to any of these companies is to get your CDL. We're not all gonna die working for these companies, you know. You gotta have a plan. You know, my plans are to maybe 3-5 years and then go locally. But I mean, for me to go locally, it has to be a really good job, because to leave this money, it's gonna be hard. Because once you get set to a certain amount of money, to leave and not make that money, it's hard. But I got a family, you know, I gotta think about my kids. I have a newborn. I have a 10, 8, 9, 18, 16. Yeah. Fuck. 6 kids that I gotta worry about. So Stevens definitely not 6 kids money. Maybe 1 with government help. But yeah. So you could go to Stevens. Feel free. I had a really good t-shirt on the yard. You know, you're gonna meet great people wherever you go. You know, we're all motivated, we all want to learn, we all want to be truckers, you know, so you're gonna make friends. I made friends, and I brought my friends over. Sorry, Stevens. They're happy, the wife's happy. One of my friends just got a house from working at Prime, and he's never even rented a house. You know, he was always an apartment living. So to to him to have a backyard, his dog to play. He's super happy. He's giving me thank you, but I didn't do anything. He just came over here, and so yeah. So all I'm talking about Stevens and Prime because that's the only two companies I know because I work for them. But there's so many companies out there. I don't know if you guys follow the Asian Mai show. I think he's gonna be doing a lot of companies are gonna call him and he's gonna not interview them to sell you the company. He's just gonna give them the platform so the companies could kind of explain to them what they offer, and then you make your own choice. He's just there to bring them to you so you're aware of other companies out there. You may just be so focused on these big ones, and you might have one down the street that you could work from and make decent money. I had a guy from Stevens, one of my friends. He lived in Laredo, and he was able to get he was able to go to CFI and get a local job, making more money than what he was making at Stevens. So you just gotta shop around, you know, like when you're gonna buy a car, you research it. Well, this is a live decision. Research it before you make any decisions. Look into it, you know. Not just you that depends on it, your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, your mom, your everybody depends on your becoming better with yourself. So, but yeah, this is my trainee. That's Gilbert. He gets to hear me yell all day about stupid things, but that's me. Well, anyways, about Stevens, I don't regret it. Oh, haha. They're gonna get you with the damn contract. Oh, you get a year contract. After 1 year contract, you're all set. You're good. Well, you're not all set. Because the 1 year contract just means that after a year, you owe them half of what you for the CDL. So instead of $8,000, you owe them $4,000. So even after a year, you're gonna be paying them. With Prime, after a year, you don't pay anybody anything. So your CDL is free. Or you just saved $7,000 right there. Because I left after 6 months with Stevens. I just went through all my savings, went through everything. It was really hard time, but whatever. Everybody goes through hard times. I'm not just the only one. So after 6 months I left, and I'm still paying them. I'm gonna pay them, you know. They gave me my CDL. They didn't give me my CDL. They gave me the chance and knowledge so I could pass my CDL. Remember, you get your own CDL. No one pays for your CDL. But yeah, after 6 months, they're gonna tell you they're gonna void your license, they're gonna cancel it, you're not gonna have a CDL anymore, blah blah blah. You know what? They're not the government, they're not the fucking DMV. They can't do that. They could call the other company and tell them, hey, he didn't fulfill his contract, and it'll look bad on you to not complete something you started. But once you start explaining why you left the company, they might give you a chance, you know. Prime gave me a chance, and I love it. So, Prime or Stevens? I say Prime. If you want to go to Stevens, you know, go to Stevens. I know a lot of people, great people, that came from Stevens, and they might say go to Stevens, but they're not working there. So, you know, if it was that great, people would stay. So I got my trainer. I'm not even gonna put him out there because he might get in trouble with Stevens. So never mind. But yeah, Prime or Stevens, I go with Prime. I don't regret it. I don't regret the people I've met at Prime. I met some YouTubers in Prime, from Prime, and let me tell you, they are the nicest. They are the same people that you see in YouTube. Same person. They don't change a bit. I met Junior Honduras. I've met, if you guys follow, his name is Alberto, but his channel is Vida Molizan. I've met Camionero Blog. I've met
Michoacano.
Yeah, Michoacano. He's a flatbedder, Spanish guy.
David H.
I met David H real quick in the hallway. Say hi to him, told him I'm his secret follower because I never comment on his things, but he's got a pretty cool channel, kind of entertaining about him and his wife on the road. Makes me jealous because I wish my wife was on the road with me. And then Trucker Will. We met Trucker Will too. Awesome guy, really nice guy. He really knows, you know, he gave me an idea about, his channel is mostly about money, right? It's just mostly about the money you can make, and he gave me an idea of what to do with my money. So, about opening business credit and all that stuff. So, yeah. And that's just other people I've seen. I was able to take a glimpse at the Million Mile Man. I wanted to say hi, but I was in a rush. He was getting some food, and I didn't get to say hi. But the Million Mile Man is the one. He was a former Stevens Transport driver, trainer, and before I made the jump, I was, you know, going to his channel, and he was the deciding factor, you know, because he came from Stevens, so, you know, he knew how things were. You know, you want to take advice from somebody that comes from where you want to be, you know, someone that lived it, you know. So there's probably some other people I'm missing. What's that? Oh man, what's your channel? Gonzo, that cool kid named Gonzo. Funny guy. He's my student, so he's got a few videos of me with him in it, if you guys want to check him out. And yeah, a lot of cool people, a lot of good things for other new guys. All you new guys that are coming up, definitely look into the Asian Mind Show. He's gonna be bringing out different companies out there, show them they're gonna use his platform because he knows a lot of people. I'm trying to get one of his hats. I'm gonna buy it. His hats are pretty cool. I just got a big head, so the snapbacks, they don't really fit well, but I'm gonna use them. My next one, I'm gonna have the Camionero Blog hat. He gave me a hat. I'm gonna sponsor you because Philip, mi hermano, thank you for everything, bro. And oh man, I'm almost forgetting. Oh my God. Trucker with Mr. Coach, Danny.
Oh yeah.
Man, Trucker with Mr. Coach. Awesome, good. I'm so. How did I forget you, Danny? How could I forget you? You're the first person that I had in my car, a YouTuber, and I was able to talk face to face with you. Man, you were my role model at Stevens, and what you're doing now with your wife, awesome idea, man. Can't wait for my kids to get older so I can follow your footsteps, bro. And yeah. So this video went from Stevens versus Prime to giving a shout out to all the people that I follow on YouTube. And again, Trucker Crespo, driver of Prime. Beside everyone, is a lot longer than what I expected, but be safe out there. Summer's coming, things are gonna pick up. We're gonna make some money. Take it easy.